From South Plains Lanes in Lubbock, Texas, we're here for the title match of today's JBT event. Scratch wrapping it up here. They bowled the mulligan format today. You got 2 do-overs to use whenever you wanted. You got 1 extra if you made the cut, and 1 extra you made the finals. Top seed Mason Edmondson only needed to use 1 throughout the day, so he had 3 mulligans going in. And that's an advantageous spot to be in because he's playing Brandon Jaramillo, who only had 1. He had to burn it in the 3rd frame, mulligan to 9 count, and then big forward, so that put him in serious trouble. Meanwhile, Mason opened with 3 in a row. Left the 7th pin, had the luxury to mulligan, said why not, took it and struck. Just left that 6-10 here, still has 2 in the bank, so he said why not. He's going to reset that, so he's still got 1 do-over after here. He's really in a comfortable position, to say the least. But really, you know, we've talked all day long about people using mulligans in questionable times. Anytime you're on a double, you know, you've got the most mathematical potential for using your mulligan. That's a wheel. There he turns an 8 into an 8. Is he going to use his 3rd? No, he's going to put that one away. Just in case Brandon can mount a comeback here. Mason at or near the lead most of the day, starting with a 278 opener to take that first game lead. Grab the lead back with a real nice semifinal set. Let's see, 754. And that was with no mulligan, so that's a real quote-unquote 750. 2 300 games today with the mulligans. Zach Wojciechowski had 1, and this guy had the other. Brandon Jaramillo, your 2nd seed. It was 300 to 289 in a mulligan-assisted but still fun game between him and Bree. Bree, who won the women's series today with the win over Corrine Lever. Brandon won the semifinal match, 247 to 209 over William Yoder. Oh! And that ain't right. Brandon's body language tells the story there. Is he pretty much needed to go sheet to stay alive and just destroys the rack with the solid 8. He can't mulligan it. He's going to quickly throw that ball down there and say nasty things about that pin right there. Holy cow. Well, Mason in the 220s right now. The best Jaramillo can do is 225 with the next 7 strikes. That's a shame because should that have fallen, he could still get up to the 250s. 240s. But still, you know, kept some hope in the building. This right now is desperate. Still left the target in the half 10 after a solid 8 is a disheartening result, as you can sort of tell. Oh dear. Either way, this is going to be his career highest result in the scratch division. Only had 1 other top 5 prior to this, so excellent result for him either way, but don't tell him that right now, as that was a very annoying 2 frames of bowling for Jaramillo there. It would be a Van de Velde-esque collapse should Mason not win this title match with another do-over still to come. I think it's really just a matter of how you can shoot. When you give a guy a couple boards to play with, like you did have on this pattern today, and you give him guy all these do-overs and his opponent struggling, that just loosens up the arm swing even more. Speaking of, one of the more unique things, the lefty two-hander, he's got a Bomo silhouette on his shirt. Very similar, actually, Belmo style. He's got the very short, quick steps, the very short backswing as opposed to other two-handers. A little different at release, but very, very effective. He's just as comfortable as you can possibly be in a title match situation and just stringing them right now. Very possible 270 for him. Brandon, good to make the show, and I know he wanted to put on more of a show right here. He opened with 185 in game 1 today, and hasn't been under 200 since, and that's going to change now. Pretty high scores today on the 2011 Women's U.S. Open pattern. Scores were pretty average through 3 games. The cup was right around even, and then either they figured it out or the lanes transitioned into something easier, or they just started to use a pile of mulligans for whatever of those three things applies. Might have been all three. The scores really rocketed up. Took plus 47 to make the cut. Adele was well aware of that. She had an excellent finish to just still miss the cut. Oh no. Brandon's gonna mulligan this whole game if we let him. This is just falling apart on the poor guy here. Well, I don't think we've ever had a 4.67 made on camera before. Let's get something to go right in this. Between your legs? A talking to for not being professional. You do it however you want. It's your dollar, Brandon. Alright. Alright. 2 out, and it's been over, unfortunately. For quite a while now. It's just a matter of the Mason Edmondson show here. Mason, the bowler of the year contender last year, hasn't had an opportunity to bowl as much yet this season. He's sitting way down in 37th in the scratch division points. That's going to radically change after today. Shouldn't be any problem with him to get into the top 20 that you need to get into the TPC for that matter. 37th. He's 140 points, so 20th, 346. So he's only 170 behind. Only about half the normal regulars bowl out here in Lubbock, because we're considerably farther east than any other weekend we run. So just everything coming together very nicely for us. Well, is he actually going to mulligan here?
Yes.
Why? Oh my goodness gracious. Boo! Yes, we just had a bowler up by 197 pins take a mulligan. That's all right. He wants his 278. Go get it. Wah, wah. Nope. That's it. So with that spare, he's got still a potential 250. He's going to add another title to his collection in an impressive fashion. And like we said, a career high finish for Jaramillo. Uh-oh, it's all falling apart on Mason now. Congrats to Mason. We'll do it all over again on Easter Sunday tomorrow. Easter egg hunt time. Bring it on.